everyone, Sarah here. So I'm here to set up week 21 and my hobonichi cousin. And if you're new here, thanks for joining us. And if you've been with me for a while, thanks for coming back to my channel. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe, of course. This week I'm tweaking my dailies a little bit. And we'll get into that in kind of once we get to the daily section. But I wanted to give a little bit of an update of how I'm going to use my dailies this week to just try out something new. So, if you are new, my name is Sarah, and I'm a continuous improvement project manager. I have a Patreon where we do our continuous improvement project for the year, where we do some exercises, or you can join just to get coupons to my shop, or discounts, I should say, to my shop. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. So first up, I'm doing my next actions. You guys know the drill. I love this thing. I'm actually working on reformatting this a little bit and kind of giving it a little spruce up. But these are available in my shop for now. I'm going through this like trigger list because it just helps me empty the brain, as I say, and kind of get all the nooks and crannies. So there's just some little bullet point triggers that help me remember what I need to think about when I'm keeping track of all of my to-dos, if you will. So just putting them all in there. And then on the right-hand side, I actually have my waiting on. And I was thinking about it. I might break that into two sections, like waiting on and then follow-up list. Ooh, another list. Love me some list. And really, again, those are just like sections of the planner that I use to put stuff away. Just put it away where it belongs. Like it's like the car keys, putting the car keys in the same spot. Although, do we even have car keys a lot of times anymore? I don't think so. But anyhow, yeah, so that's why I love that whole like next action list, waiting on list, and soon to come follow-up list. And here I'm just putting in kind of like the shell of my layout for my weekly spread. I got my top 3, and I started doing top 3 for the weekends just because I'm working on like revamping the shop and all of that stuff. So I have some stuff coming down, and I just want to stay on target on the weekends. The weekends are kind of, not willy-nilly. I shouldn't say that, but it's not timed. And I find that it's 7 o'clock. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. So I want to put that top 3 in there. And so I'm putting those in, and those are just, the things that are the priorities for the day. And then I do my sidebar, and I use my sidebar to just keep track of the goals, or not the goals. I don't know if I should call them goals. The where I should be in the grand scheme of things for each area of my life. So, maybe I need a name for that or something, but I break my sidebar down into my CI projects. So the month of May, we're working on like mental clutter, and I've really been enjoying this month because I've been focusing on understanding what my triggers are for stress and frustrations, things like that. And been journaling, and I've been actually going out and doing some woods walks around my yard with my dog or my friends. And so I'm really focusing on those things for this month. And I am going to order one of those like cortisol tests just to see. Anyway, so I'm going to do that. And yeah, so that's what my sidebar is all about. I'm putting those targets in, and I'm referencing last week because, I focus on it for the whole month. So they're very similar, but, it takes the month or even longer to accomplish some of them, or even to keep track of focusing on them. So anyhow, because, I always think New Year's resolutions, it's like, these aren't really resolutions, but more like lifestyle changes, if you will, to continually improve upon. That's the whole kind of gist of the CI crew, but in my Patreon. But we often think like, oh my God, I didn't accomplish it on day 2, or February I fell off the wagon, we might as well give up now. So no, we have the whole year to accomplish those things. So that's why I like to do these themed months. Alrighty, so I break up my days, and I actually have Wednesday off next week. So I just had a few like things going on, and they just kind of stacked up, and I was like, well, I guess I'll just take the day. This week currently that we're in has been nuts because it's month end, and well, is month end, which I should probably check my work email. But yeah, just crazy. So you'll see, if you looked at my last week's spread, I didn't get to inbox 0. I don't think I got to inbox 0 at all last week. And that's really the nature of month end. We're just trying to like scramble and do everything we need to. So my emails increase a lot, the amount of emails I get. So I was up over like 190, I think was my highest. I'll have to look. And I got down to like 40, and then 20 was actually the lowest I got down to, around there. Anyway, but I was on the phone a lot more, a lot of calls. Actually, they kicked off some big project for IT that I'm a part of. So I'm like, I spent probably 4 hours of my week in that. And I really wasn't even thinking about that project until it popped up on my calendar, which kind of shame on me there. But I'm not leading it, so, it's like easy peasy in my mind if I'm not running the project. So, and then my emails, and then my weekend, and I'm going up north next weekend. I'm just putting in my schedule, my filming schedule. And then I started to theme my days. And this is something I did kind of off camera, if you will, for my PlantheGrind, because there's a lot of different functions when you have really a small business, and you got to play all the different hats, and it's so hard to switch from like one hat to the next hat. So I started to theme my days a little bit to just help me out with that. So I actually wrote down in the bottom section above my top 3, like what hat I guess I'm wearing that day for PlantheGrind. All right, so we're in the dailies. Woohoo! So you guys know I break up my days with next action, agenda, inbox, to do, waiting on. I always break them up like that because, again, it puts it away, keeps my day organized, and as I'm on the phone or in a meeting, I can just throw stuff in there. No big deal. But the thing I am doing is that my weekly schedule, so it's over on like another section of the planner, right? This is the hobonichi. It's earlier in the planner. And while I love it because I get to see my free times, but when I'm in the midst of my day, I'm really living in this daily page. So I'm actually highlighting the free hours of the day. And the reason I'm doing that is because while I'm through my day, it's like meeting, and then like, okay, I got 10 minutes, let me do some emails, blah, 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 blah. So I'm looking for the free hours of the day, and I'm highlighting them. And I call them free. It's just really unscheduled time, I should say, because I want it to be like that visual management, like, hey, Sarah, you're in free time right now. Like, you have an hour block, you could get some project work done, or, oh man, you only actually have like 10 minutes, so just do some emails or whatever. So I'm actually highlighting the hours of the workday that I'm unscheduled. So I can bring awareness to what time it is and how, like, I know that it's redundant. Like, I get it, but it's where I'm living and processing and writing my to-dos, and I'm really living in this page. So I wanted it to be front and center so I could start kind of checking in. So I'm not really putting my schedule in there, but I am putting the schedule of my unscheduled time. That's funny. But I'm like excited about this, and I got this idea because of which I actually didn't do in this plan with me, but I'll do it now that I'm realizing I didn't do it. But you know how I go through my A6 hobonichi and I highlight all the unscheduled time and like outside of work hours and how I use them up throughout the week. Like I have a running tally. So if I have 40 hours on Monday, I use 2 of it. And then on Tuesday, I use another 2. So then I put 4 out of 40 hours. So I got that idea. I got this daily idea because of that running kind of free time tally that I use in my weekly spread, which I can't believe I didn't do it. Like totally the point. So anyway, so I'm doing that. And then I was struggling because my Moments That Matter stickers are formatted to take up that whole section. So I know. And Angelica, if you're listening or watching, I know I got to reformat these stickers. So I'm actually just kind of like treating it like a washi strip and cutting it off at the bottom of the page. So I am doing that, or I am using it for that because I found that I really like the money and the stress, but the key pieces is this water intake and my meals, because if you don't know, I'm trying to like just get closer to whole foods and unprocessed and stuff for some stomach issues that I'm having. But anywho, so that's what I'm doing with these Moments That Matter stickers. And I had a little bit of an issue there. So here I'm doing some future planning. I forgot about this. So I just go in and on my future planning, so Wednesdays, water the plant Wednesday. So I go in, water the plants. And then I actually have my second COVID vaccine on Wednesday, a doctor's appointment. My son's taking his written driver's test. Oh my Lord. So I'm just doing that. And then I am doing my stress triggers. So my Post-its. So these Post-its are in my shop. I focus on like neutral colors for Post-its. So I do have those in there if you're interested. But this is where I've been writing all my triggers down. And I'm excited because at the end, I'm going to kind of go through them all and look at ways to, take a deep dive in my triggers. So anywho, that's it. Thanks for watching, everyone. And I hope you like this video. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you're interested. Thanks, everyone. Bye.